Published 13:37 Eastern Standard Time, the 6th of February 2019. Updated 1:02 Eastern Standard Time, the 7th of February 2019. Officials in a small Arizona border city passed a resolution Wednesday night condemning the installation of new razor wire that now covers the entirety of a tall border wall through downtown. The city council in Nogales, which sits on the border with Nogales, Mexico, wants the federal government to remove all concertina wire installed within the city limits because not only is it ugly, but it's potentially lethal. Mayor Arturo Guarino threatened to sue if he didn't get his way, in noting that the increase in wiring was now in reach of pedestrians, including children. A school bus rolls past the concertina wire-covered fence at East International and Nelson Streets in downtown Nogales, Arizona Monday. The city council condemned the use of concertina wire. It follows reports that U.S. military troops installed more horizontal layers of the wire along the downtown border fence. The complaint came after Army troops installed even more horizontal layers of the wire along the border wall last weekend. Photos published by the Nogales International newspaper show 6 rows of concertina wire stacked along the approximately 2-story wall. It said it was not only irresponsible but inhuman, after the city argued it should not be there because it only serves to incite fear and cause social divisions. U.S. Customs and Border Protection responded that they'd received a request to up the ante. In a statement, CBP said the wire was added after a request for additional support in high-risk urban areas commonly exploited by criminal smuggling organizations. However, it did not say who made the request. Nogales Mayor Arturo Guarino, pictured left June 2014, threatened to sue and said as only found in a war, prison or battle-setting bales of razor wire were awaiting installation on the U.S.-Mexico border fence on Tuesday. Nogales' action came one day after President Donald Trump made his case to the American people about the need for a border wall and how he has ordered 3,750 troops to prepare for what he called a tremendous onslaught. In a tweet, U.S. Rep. Raul Grijalva, a Democrat, called its placement a stunt by the Trump administration, which he said is trying to create the perception of rampant lawlessness and crime. Guarino said he was most concerned that young people and others could be injured now that it reaches the ground. It's visible all over the residential downtown area where there are homes only a few feet from the border fence. Aesthetically pleasing. It's not. It's very bad. It's not good for business. It's not good for what we're trying to create, a business-friendly community here in Nogales, Guarino told the Associated Press. Nogales, a city of about 20,000 people, is a fraction of the size of its Mexican counterpart, but its economy is largely reliant on Mexican shoppers and cross-border trade. Illegal crossings in that area have dropped steeply in the past several years. The additional concertina wire can be seen on the border fence in Nogales. Not only is it ugly but the city warned it was dangerous. Raul Guarino told the Nogales International newspaper that he asked U.S. Senator Martha McSally to help the city have the wire removed during a visit to the border last month. A spokeswoman for McSally said the senator was working on a response to an inquiry from the Associated Press. The new wire is being added to sections outside city limits, according to a CBP spokeswoman, but she wrote in locations where there is high pedestrian activity. The concertina wire is limited to only the upper portion of the wall. Signage in Spanish and English has been put in place warning individuals of these dangers and prohibiting access, the statement said. Soldiers have installed concertina wire at or near several official crossings at the border. U.S. Army troops place additional concertina wire to the border fence on a hillside above Nelson Street in downtown Nogales on Saturday and late November. U.S. Customs and Border Protection said the military had sent 36 miles (58 kilometers) of concertina for use in California, Arizona, and Texas. At the start of November, soldiers in Texas installed lines of wire coils below a major bridge near McAllen. City leaders were critical of military exercises at the border during the holiday season, saying they believed it scared shoppers. The Nogales measure would be one of the more direct swipes against one of Trump's signature initiatives. In September 2017, the San Diego City Council adopted a resolution that said Trump's walls would be damaging symbols of fear and division that will increase tensions with Mexico, one of the United States' largest trading partners and a neighbor with which communities such as San Diego in the border region are inextricably linked culturally, physically, and economically. It said Trump's proposal could destroy the vitality of U.S.-Mexico relations and act as a separation to our unique, diverse, and beautiful region. Nogales' action came one day after President Donald Trump made his case at the State of the Union address about the need for a border wall and how he has ordered 3,750 troops to prepare for what he called a tremendous onslaught. The San Diego resolution passed 5-3, with Democrats in favor and Republicans opposed. Kevin Falconer, the city's Republican mayor, didn't back the statement but didn't veto it either. The mayor often says the U.S. should focus on building bridges instead of walls. Other border mayors have also been critical. We have a fence here. The fence is fine. It does what it's supposed to do, DeMargo, the Republican mayor of El Paso, Texas, said last year. I hear the term wall, I think of the Berlin Wall. I think it's pretty detrimental to the relationships that have lasted more than 400 years. The number of arrests by the Border Patrol is the lowest since the early 1970s, while the number of agents has more than doubled. But those figures tapered off as the government dramatically increased staffing and resources like more surveillance technology and tall, steel fencing. By last fiscal year, about 19,000 Border Patrol agents made 310,000 arrests.